Hello there. I hope that you've had a chance to complete the exam for this module, and let's just dive right in and check those answers. So I am starting on page 284 with the vocabulary quiz. I like this book because it does use the vocabulary quite often, and that's a good thing. Number 1. A blank shows that as one variable increases, the other also tends to increase. That's a positive trend. If they're both increasing, that's a positive trend. Number 2, a blank is a graph displaying two variable data that change continuously over one variable, such as time. This is a line graph. If you're dealing with time elapsing, it's probably a line graph. Number 3, a blank scatter plot shows the result of a scatter plot that does not have a pattern between the variables. No pattern is no trend. Number 4, a blank is a graph that plots two variable data items on the coordinate plane to show a general trend, and that's a scatter plot. Scatter plots show us trends or no trends. Scatter plot, singular. And a blank shows that as one variable increases, the other tends to decrease. They're going in opposite directions, and that is a negative trend. Good review of vocabulary there. Okay, number 1 under skill review says, read each problem and complete the task. Use the scatter plot to answer questions 1 and 2. And this is graphing the height and weight of some subjects. Each dot represents a person. I'm assuming these are people based on the measurements. They look like human beings and not horses or elephants or rabbits. I'm just guessing. But it shows me the heights in inches across the horizontal or x-axis, and then the weight in pounds on the vertical axis. How tall was the person who weighed 180 pounds? So to find this answer, you go up to 180. Go over to the dot. And then down to your answer. So up to 180, over to the dot, and down to 75. So that person was 75 inches tall. And I do want to show you how to convert this to feet and inches, because you may have to. I don't know. But if you do, you're going to say 75 divided by 12, because there are 12 inches in a foot. And 12 into 75 is going to go, let me do it on the calculator, because I want to, yeah. Could we do it as a fraction? We could, but that's still, okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out the best way to show you. But 12 into 75, 12 won't go into 7, so it goes into 75 6 times. That's 72, and that's 3 left over. So I think this is the best way. So this is 6 feet, 3 inches. So the answer to this is 75 inches or 6 feet through. You could do it either way, and so could the test. But you can read it. If they just want the inches, you've got it. Nothing to do. Okay, number 2. How many people weighed between 140 and 160? So to do this one, you go up to 140. And then up to 160. And you count the dots in that range, in that interval, I should say, not range. In that 20-pound interval, how many dots are there? Well, I have to go over a ways, and I see that there are 3 dots. So 3 dots mean 3 people that are more than 140 but less than 160. I wish I could show you the actual graph, but I can't copy that. That is against copyright rules. Okay, question 3 has nothing to do with that scatter plot, so I'm going to cover that up. It says, which brand in which size is the best value? So for this table, we have 6 different possibilities, and I'm going to list those. We're going to use a unit rate to solve this. So for Dazzle, I pay $1.79 for 12 ounces, or $3.25 for 24 ounces. So let's go ahead and do the unit rate. And because I've done this before, this problem before, I know that we need 3 decimal places. So $1.79 divided by 12 is going to round to 0.149. So almost 15 cents an ounce. And then, I don't know why I'm way over there. Let's do 325 divided by 24 is 0.135 per ounce. Okay, my second brand is Sparkle. These are dish detergents. And I can do $1.69 for 12 ounces, or $3.29 for 24 ounces. So let's go ahead and do this math on the calculator. $1.69 divided by 12 is 0.141 if you round it properly. And $3.29 divided by 24 is 0.137. So it looks like those larger sizes in these brands are a better deal. And then Glimmer is the last one. And I can pay $1.74 for 12 ounces. Or I can pay $3.35 for 24 ounces. And let's do 174 divided by 12 is 0.145. And then 335 divided by 24 is 0.1395. So that's going to round to 0.140. So they want to know which of these options is the better choice, the best choice. And that's going to be this one. It's going to be Dazzle in the 24-ounce size. So to answer this question, that's what you would need to say. The answer is Dazzle in 24-ounce size. right, let me go ahead and get, I had asked you to skip number 4 because that was about, it's a good question, but there are so many different answers that we could be here all day just on that. So let's look at number 5. Which of these would likely show a negative trend? And they want me to select all that would apply. And remember, negative means that one variable's increasing and the other is decreasing. The number of hours spent playing video games. So as my video games increase, what do you think would happen to my grades, my grade point average? Probably would decrease. Population of towns related to restaurants, number of restaurants. So as there are more people coming to town, what would happen to the restaurants? Probably increase. More people, more business. Okay. The average temperature related to the distance north of the equator. So as you move north, what happens to average temperature? Is it colder in Tennessee or in Alaska? Temperature drops as you move north. Age related to hours on the internet. So as your age increases, I disagree with this one, but they say that your hours on the internet are also going to decrease. I don't know that that's true. My mother is on the internet all the time. So I would argue with that last one. I think that one's a little bit, that's more of an opinion than it is a proven fact. So we're looking for negative relationships, trends. Up and down, that's a negative. Up and down, that's a negative. Up and down, that's a negative. B is up and up, so that would not be a negative trend. So according to the book, they're saying A, C, and D. I would argue about D, but I will go with what they say in their book. It's a good book, but I think we could argue about D. Okay, I'm going to stop the video, and I will see you back for the last part of this exam.